Hello, beautiful souls. Elena here. It is April 2nd, 2020. It is a beautiful day here on Gaia. The sun is shining, the birds are singing. It's spring, flowers are blooming, there's buds on the trees outside my window. It's just, oh, it is such an amazing time of renewal. Um, which means things are dying and other things are being born. That's the spring, the end of winter. And in this time of global connection, global sharing, I feel like we are being invited to do a couple different things. One is, as Eckhart Tolle said, to really take some time away from busyness and to be still. And that is unprecedented in my lifetime, that everyone around the world is being asked to do that at the same time. Quite beautiful. Another thing, and possibly the other side of that coin, or at least something a little bit less fun potentially, is to up-level how we interact with fear, how we personally deal with it, accept it, recognize it, move through it, make decisions in it or not, choose not to make decisions while we're in fear. All of those kinds of things to really evolve that part of ourselves, our relationship with fear. We're having lots of opportunities to do that. One really simple way to trigger fear is to threaten survival. Whether that is real or imagined does not matter. Anytime your system senses that you are in mortal danger, fear will just biologically, we are wired, the alarm bells go off. Hey, pay attention. Tiger is about to jump. Take finger off stove. Get out from in front of train now. Right? Pay attention. Okay, so here we are. We have lots of opportunities to pay attention to that. And I want to share with you something that came to me really recently. I was about to make a decision and I was in a lot of fear and it was an important decision. And how do we step out of that? If we're making a decision, it's an important decision, we need to make it, and yet we're in fear. What do? We recognize the situation and we want to change that. Okay, so a couple of solutions. Some you already know, and I assume hopefully practice. I'm sure a lot of you do. Whatever your practices are for dealing with fear, right? Meditation, yoga, knitting, cooking, I don't know, taking walks, exercise, whatever it is, please do those things. Obviously, I'm not even sure I need to mention them, and there we go, those things. And then secondly, here's a fun thing to play with. I will describe what happened and how this came to me so you can understand it clearly. So my husband and I needed to make a really important financial decision about a lot of our money. And in the current system, world, lifestyle, whatever, political, economic, social situation we find ourselves in, money is the means to survival. We have money, we're fine. We don't have money, we potentially die. So anytime we're dealing with most of our money, that can trigger fear because it's survival. And we needed to make this decision. And we both recognized that we were in fear. And we, of course, didn't want to make a really important decision in this very myopic, narrow tunnel vision state. Okay. The beautiful thing that happened is because we were in fear and I'm in this tunnel vision state, I had the right solution, and so did he, but they were different solutions. Which was great because that was even more obvious that, this is not a good idea. So what came to me in that moment was, all right, if the problem is we need to make a decision, we're in fear and we don't want to be in fear. What do we do about that? We have this one solution that's from this very narrow fear-based thinking. How do we get out of that? All right. How about we think about two other viable solutions? Brilliant. Because this very narrow fear-based thinking, very narrow fear-based state is not accessing all of your intelligence. And as soon as you invite yourself, breathe, relax, let's bring in the rest of me, all of my intelligence, and start thinking about infinite possibilities. And I know there's many, many ways to solve any problem, so I'm gonna at least think of 3. And what are they? And immediately that helps the whole system refocus, reorient. Breathing is also very helpful. And that's what I did. And it was brilliant. So, as you're accepting potentially this invitation to really up-level your game with fear, and you find yourself in fear, and you need to make a decision, here is something to play with. As well as that one very narrow fear-based decision that seems like the right way, invite yourself to think of at least 2 other viable solutions to your problem. See where that gets you. Hope that helps. Have a beautiful, beautiful day. And we're all in this one together. It's a pleasure to be here with you and sharing these things, and also to be receiving all that you are sharing with me and with each other. Thank you, thank you, thank you, and see you next time.